Rama reached the Dandakaranya forest to spend time in exile as directed by his father Dashratha. This forest is situated between the rivers Narmada and Godavari in the Deccan, and it was uninhabited by humans except the ashramas of various tapasvis and sannyasis. Living in lonely dark jungles, the saintly hermits exercised penance. While there were animals and birds who lived in harmony, these hermits were often attacked by the Rakshasas, evildoers, as opposed to the Devatas who were invariably described as good. Travelling through Dandakaranya, Rama noticed many ashramas established by the tapasvis. A stunning aura created by a constant study of the scriptures and chanting by the tapasvis permeated these hermitages. Kusha and bark clothes were put to dry in every enclave. The floors were clean, and one could see domesticated animals and birds in these ashramas in plenty. The hermitages were dotted by large yagyashalas and were stocked with pots and other containers to store the ahuti and ghee for sacrificial yagyas, deer skin and samhita, pitchers full of clean fresh water and fruit and flowers. Valmiki's description is so comprehensive, he does not leave anything unnoticed and undescribed. Fruit-bearing trees had been planted in large numbers. Besides, there grew several old trees that provided shade to hermits and a home to birds. Look at the ecology of the place. Take care, see how much care was taken to make everybody live in harmony in the lap of nature. Every morning and evening, the hermitages echoed with the sound of tapasvis chanting mantras from the Vedas, writes Valmiki. Pushkarni stream full of lotus flowers ran through this group of hermitages, making the place lovelier. Many hoary sages dressed in black animal skin or bark lived here. They subsisted on fruit and roots. By virtue of living a life of purity, writes Valmiki, restraint and piety, they emitted the glow of the sun and the brilliance of the fire. Look at the images, appreciate them, stop for a second and appreciate the loveliness of the language, the richness of the language. Prior to entering one of the cottages, Rama and Lakshmana untied the strings on their bow as a mark of peace and submission. See the civility of it. The Maharishi who lived in that cottage welcomed the trio warmly and blessed them. He was amazed to see the glow on the faces of the princes and the charming Sita. After offering them a comfortable place to sit, he addressed Rama and said, "As a king, you are superior to any one of us. You wield the power to administer justice and punish the guilty. You protect the weak regardless whether you live in the city palace or in the forest hut. We as hermits have given up being harsh to anyone and punishing the guilty long ago. As of now, our only wealth is tapasya. It is our duty to protect us the way. Sorry, they said it is your duty to protect us the way a mother protects her child." This description of the Dandakaranya forest ends with Rama seeking instructions from a hermit so that he can go far and wide. "I pray that there would be no obstructions in your path," the hermit said. His name was Sutikshana, "and that your journey be peaceful." He blessed Rama like that. "In this forest you will see several ponds full of clean water and lotus flowers, tree laden with fruit, blooming creepers, herds of gambolling deer, herons sitting on streams, eye-catching waterfalls, green glades and birds singing their songs. Travel wherever you will, and come back to this ashrama when you will. You are always welcome. Thus ends this episode of Valmiki Ramayana. Thank you for visiting the site.